Hello, you're listening to the Career Changemaker podcast. Having the courage to leave a career that you have worked hard to build and try something else can be tough. So in each episode, we dive into key career change strategies so that you have a clear understanding of what is required to transition into a new role or a new industry without feeling like you have to start at the bottom or have to take a massive pay cut, because ain't nobody got time for that. If you are ready for frank and honest discussions about how to become a career change maker, keep listening. I'm your host, lawyer turned career strategist and executive coach, Janine Esbrand. Hello, and welcome to this bonus episode of the Career Changemaker podcast. It is International Podcasting Day today, so I just wanted to jump on and have a little chat with you in honor of this day. I'm super excited that we managed to hit 100 episodes just before International Podcasting Day, and if you haven't listened to Podcast 100, I would recommend that you go and listen to it, because I break down the 5 career transitions that I have made in the last 8 years, and so you may be able to get some inspiration from that if you are contemplating making a career change. The thing I really wanted to talk to you about today is the fast path to career change success. Now, if you are wanting to make a career change, and I'm pretty sure you do because you're listening to this show, then there are different ways that you can go about it. There are various different pieces to the puzzle. But if you're looking for the fastest path, if you're looking for a direct route to figuring out what your next move is going to be and then actually taking the steps to make it happen, then I want to talk to you about the Career Clarity Academy. I know you probably heard me talk about it on previous episodes, but today I want to dive deeper because enrollment is open until next Friday, the 9th of October 2020. And I want to break down for you what it even looks like to be in the program. If you've been hearing me talk about it and you've been thinking about the program, but you're unsure about what it would actually look like to be inside the program, I'm going to be breaking down the details for you today. So I'll be sharing with you why I even started it in the first place, what the program content looks like, how it's structured, who it's for, who it's not for, and details about when you can enroll. The Career Clarity Academy is a 90-day coaching program, and it is a hybrid group one-on-one program, and I'll explain a little bit more about what that looks like. But essentially, the program is designed to help you go from feeling confused and overwhelmed about what your next career move needs to be, to having crystal clear clarity on what you want to be doing, and then have the strategy to actually make the transition. And the reason why I decided to create this program and run this program is I was speaking to so many women in my work as a career coach and even as an executive coach, where they were talking about feeling stuck in the role that they are in, and then not knowing what else to do. Many of the women that I work with and that I speak to are professional women who have dedicated a lot of time, energy, resource to getting to where they are in their career. So when they get to the point where they are feeling stuck, where they feel like the role that they're doing is not the right fit, where they're frustrated, where they're feeling bored, where they feel like their values are no longer aligned with what they're doing, when they feel that way, they then also feel like they don't know what else they could do if they weren't doing this. And so I was having these conversations with people time and time again, and I was doing coaching sessions with individuals, helping and supporting them to get to a place where they were able to transition into the type of work that got them excited and that they wanted to do and that was impactful. And so I thought, you know what, I'd love to be able to support women, more women, and I'd love to create a group environment to support women in and help them to really get to the place where they are loving their work and their life. And so I started the program, launched the first program last year, and we're now about to go into the 5th round of the program. And it's just been so amazing to see how many women have come through the program and have really embraced change and got to the place where they had that clarity, and then they were able to execute and land some amazing roles. So you will see, if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, I share some of the stories of clients who have got results. And so it's just been great to see all that everybody has been able to achieve. And I've really enjoyed supporting people in this way and in this container. And so what I wanted to share with you this evening is, what does it actually look like in the program? Like, if you were to join, what do you get? What does it look like? How is it structured? So we're going to dive into all of that good stuff. So what does the program actually look like? So when you join the Career Clarity Academy, what do you get? What is it? If you haven't been coached before, if you've not been in a coaching program or an environment, it can be hard to understand, like, what is it tangibly? What is it going to look like to be supported in this way? And so I want to break that down for you. So in the program, there's 3 core elements or 3 core modes to the support that is offered in the program. So the first is the curriculum. So there is a very clear curriculum that you go through when you join the program. So step by step by step, you are taking through a process that is going to help you to get the clarity that you need. And once you have that clarity, the curriculum then shares with you the strategies that you need to implement to make the transition. So the curriculum comes in the form of a learning portal, and there are various trainings and exercises for you to do on a week-to-week basis as you go through the program. So that's number 1, the curriculum. Number 2 is coaching. So as you go through the process, there is a lot of self-reflection on your part, but then there's coaching. So as you come to the coaching calls, it's your opportunity to be guided through the process, and then also to see, how do I actually apply this to my situation, and how do I move past some of those blocks? And when I say blocks, what absolutely 100% comes up for people who are going through a career change is some mindset blocks. So there are things that are going to come up that are going to cause you to feel like you can't move forward. So things like imposter syndrome, things like lack of confidence, things like feeling like you're not worthy to move forward, things like just feeling overwhelmed. There's various things that come up when you are embarking on change. Right? Because as human beings, we want to stay safe in what we know, in what we're used to. So as soon as you start to challenge that status quo, as soon as you start to step outside of your comfort zone, there is resistance. There is resistance that comes up for you. And so that is why we have coaching. So coaching is there to guide you through, to help you work through some of the things that might be holding you back, and to really help you unpack what it is you're trying to move towards. So that's number 2, that's the coaching. And then the third is the community. So when you're going through something as huge as a career transition, because it impacts your life massively, it's so powerful and important to have the support of other people who are going through the same journey as you, who are going through the same struggles as you, who are having the same thought processes as you, because not only does it encourage you, but in the times where you want to throw in the towel, you see examples of other people who may be a bit ahead of you, or other people who can encourage you. And I absolutely love it. Every time we start a round of this program, the ladies that join start off as strangers. They don't know each other. They're just joining. They know me from various different, contacts that we've had, but they don't know each other. And by the end of the program, they are connecting. They are starting to network. They become friends. It is just so lovely to see. And I know from my personal experience, the power of being in a group environment cannot be underestimated. Oftentimes when I speak to people about the program, one of the questions that comes up a lot is, oh, but do you work with people on a one-to-one basis? So instead of joining the program, could I work with you one-to-one? And the answer to that is, I do work with people very limited right now on a one-to-one basis. But the reason why people ask that question, like one-to-one, is because they don't feel like they're going to get as much support, or they don't feel like they're going to have as big of a transformation in a group environment. So they feel like they need to have one-to-one support in order for them to move forward. But in my experience, the opposite is true. So whenever I've been in a group coaching program or a group mastermind, I have experienced exponential growth, not just because of the input of the coach, but also because of the group, and being able to see other people show me what's possible. Like when you see ads for something and it's like, oh, that's not really real. Like, you see other people out there experiencing things and you think, is that really true? Is that really real? Well, when you're in a group environment and you see someone else go from, working as, say, a lawyer in private practice for over 10 years, and they have been feeling stuck and they have been feeling like they can't make a move, and they've come up with lots of different reasons why they can't do this, and they've shared that on a group coaching call. And then weeks later, you see them take the plunge and have an interview and land a role. That does something for your mindset around what is possible. And that is why it's so powerful to be in community and to be in a group environment. So that's why the program is structured the way that it is. So you're going through the curriculum on your own, then you have coaching and get support, and then you have community to get further support and encouragement, and you can be an encouragement to other people. So that is kind of the structure of the program and the way that it's run. And then in terms of the content of the program, we really do start with, you being someone who is feeling overwhelmed and who is not sure about what it is you want to do. We start there. So we do a lot of work in the first module about looking at what is it you're trying to create? Where is it that you want to get to? How is it that you want to live your life? And how is your work integrated with the life that you live? So we talk about that in phase 1 of the program. And then we move into phase 2, where we're really looking at identifying what your ideal role actually looks like. Because one of the things that gets people really stuck is, I don't know what else I would do. I don't know what else I would do. And they're trying to figure it out in their head. I have no idea. And so we go through tools and proven strategies to help you to really unpack what else you could do, and then what else you really want to do, and drill down those options. So if you have lots of different things that you're thinking you might want to do swirling around in your head, we help you to drill those down and really look at what makes the most sense for you, not only in terms of what you're interested in, but what are your strengths. We unpack that. I take you through a DISC assessment, which allows you to really get a higher level of awareness about you as a person, your personality preferences, what's important to you. So all of that can help to inform the type of career move you choose to make. So then once we've got you to the place where you understand what it is you want and you know what you're going to be targeting, what you're going for, then we start talking about how do we prepare you for the transition? How do we package up everything that you've done in the past, all of the experience, all of the, the time, the energy, the effort that you put into your career so far? How do we package that up now and make it compelling and attractive for the type of role that you actually want to receive? So we go through that. We help you with your personal branding, your LinkedIn profile, your CV, all of those things, so that you're able to attract the type of opportunities. And we talk about tapping into the hidden job market. So it's all about positioning you for the type of opportunities that you want. And then once we move past that, we then talk about, once you get an opportunity to have an interview, how you're going to show up. So we go through interview technique. We go through negotiating your offer so that you're not leaving money on the table. All of that so that you're in a position to really get that role, land that ideal role. So the point of the program is to help you to identify what type of role you want, to attract the right types of opportunities, and then to land those opportunities. So the structure of the program takes you through what it is you need to do in order for you to get there. So when you first join the program, you're welcomed into the community, and then you will dive into the foundation module, which is all about mindset, because you have to work on your mindset in order for you to take the action that you want to take. Oftentimes, and I see this with other programs or different support that's out there, it's very much focused on going into the action. So, okay, do your CV cover letter. This is how you rewrite your LinkedIn. This is how you need to be reaching out to recruiters. This is how you need to be applying for roles. And whilst all that is very important, if you don't tackle the mindset things that come up for you around making such a transition, it's really, really hard to take action. It's all good to know what you need to do, but then taking action and doing what you need to do is an important piece. So we tackle that at the beginning when you first join. There's a module on mindset. And then later on in the program, I have a mindset coach that comes in to help you when you get to the point where the rubber is hitting the road and you actually got to put yourself out there. Again, people get a bit shaky and a bit stuck around, should I actually do this? We have an amazing mindset coach. I'm so excited that she's coming in this round of the program. Her name's Karen Allen. And she's amazing. So she's going to be coming in and doing a session with the people in the program this time around, which is so exciting. And so, yes, so that is the structure of the program. And in terms of like, who is this for? So you might be listening to this and saying, is this program really designed for me? Like, who's it for? So I just want to talk a little bit about who the program's for, who it's not for. So it really is for the person who is saying, I have dedicated a lot of time and energy to get to where I am in my career. So we're talking professional people who have studied hard, worked hard. We're talking about accountants, lawyers, people who have been in a position where they've been climbing the ranks, and to the outside world, you should be happy, right? You should be in a position where you are feeling good in the role that you're in. There's many people that would love to be in your position because it's so sought after. Like, if I think about my role as a lawyer, it took a long time to get there, and it was really competitive to land a training contract to be able to qualify. So the thought of then walking away from my role as a corporate lawyer was like, am I really going to do this? So if you're someone who's feeling like that, like, I know it's not quite right what I'm doing, but then I feel reluctant around moving away from it because, one, I don't know what else I would do, and two, I get paid well. So I don't really want to take a pay cut. I don't really want to be in a position where I'm starting at the bottom. If that's you, then this program is going to be a good fit for you. If you are someone who is ambitious, who is driven, who's dedicated and open to being supported in a different way, open to coaching, and someone who's just not willing to settle, like you're recognizing that life is too short. You want to be making an impact in your career. You want the time that you're spending at work to be time well spent. If that's you, then this program is a good fit for you. The program is not for someone who is just completely, to be honest, like negative, and not someone who can be coachable. If you are someone who is just reluctant to do things differently and reluctant to see things differently and has a very fixed mindset about what is possible, then this program is not going to be for you, because we're all about challenging the beliefs that you might have that are holding you back, and really striving towards doing amazing things. It doesn't have to be something that's done before. You could be the first person to work in the way that you're going to work. You could be the first person to challenge the way that you've been thinking around what's possible in your industry. And so we want people who are willing to just be open to the possibilities for them. Like, if you've listened to episode 100 of the podcast, or if you haven't, you should go listen to it. I talk about the 5 career changes that I've made in the last 8 years as a lawyer. The traditional idea of being a lawyer that I had was I was going to, start a law firm and work my way up to partner. And that isn't what's happened in my career. It's been a very non-traditional legal career to date, but I'm so happy in the role that I'm doing right now. And so part of what I want to share with my clients is you don't have to stay in the box. There's other ways for you to work and really show up as you fully, and to make an impact in the world and do work that you really enjoy, than what you might initially think. So that's really who it is for. That is who it's not for. What else did I want to share with you about the program? So when does it start? The next round of the program starts on the 12th of October, and we're running for 90 days. And the reason why we do the program in this way is it's all about helping you to keep moving forward. So it's structured in a way that gives you accountability, that allows you to take lessons in, learn from the curriculum, get the coaching, take action. Get the coaching, take action. So we've had people who have joined the program, and by the end of the 90 days, they have landed a role. Or people who 1 month after the program or 2 months after the program ends, they've landed their ideal role. So it's not about, you're not coming to do a course where you're just learning head knowledge and that's it. You're coming to learn and to implement so that you can actually get a result. So that you can be in a position where you're like, oh, I started here and I am, 1, a different person, and 2, I'm in a completely different I'm in a completely different point in my journey by the end of the program. So if you are saying, 2020 has been crazy, I am hoping that 2021 is going to be better. And for some time, you've been saying you want to make some moves in your career, or you might even feel like you need to because there are some changes in your industry or your organization. Then we want to get you ready so that you can start the new year with a bang, right? So you can start the new year in a position where you are fully prepared and positioned to land the type of role that you want. So us starting in October means that, by January, you'll be in a position where you have clarity around what you're going for. And if you're going all in with it, you may well be in a position where you've lined yourself up for a role, right? And the group is kept small for a reason. So we have an intimate group because, as I mentioned, it's a hybrid program. So it's a group program, but there's also one-to-one support at various touch points in the program to make sure that you're moving forward. And so it's structured in a way where you're able to get that support and what's going on with each of my clients. And so you feel as though you're getting a one-to-one experience, but with the added element of a group, as opposed to being in a really large group and feeling lost in a crowd. That's why we keep it small. So if you are interested in the program, then I encourage you to book a call with me. I have a number of calls on my calendar for this week, and I'm going to be taking calls next week as well. And enrollment closes next Friday. So once we hit our max in terms of the number of people that can come in, that will be it. So if you're interested in this, it sounds like something that could be good for you, then I would encourage you to book a call. You go to lightboxcoaching.com/academy. That's going to take you to an application page. And once you click the link to apply, it will take you to my calendar so you can book a call with me and we can explore whether or not the program is a good fit. Because I have run this program a number of times now, I'm pretty clear on who is going to get the best results from this program, who's a good fit, who's not a good fit. So when we get on that call, it's a suitability call for a reason. I really want to understand more about you, where you're at and what you're trying to achieve, so that we can determine whether or not the program is a good fit. If it's not a good fit, then I may well have a recommendation for you or some resources that I can point you to. But if it is a good fit, then it would be great for us to take you through this amazing experience in the Career Clarity Academy. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Career Changemaker podcast. If you have enjoyed what you've heard today, then head over to iTunes or wherever it is that you listen to podcasts and leave us a rating and review. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can hear when the next episode goes live. And if you like hanging out on Instagram, then I would love for you to tag me and let me know what you really thought about the episode over there at Career Changemaker. Until next time, keep working towards your career goals and we will speak very, very soon.